So this being recorded as well? Cool.
Hello zusammen. Welcome back, day number 2 on the Future Lounge stage. Today we have many very interesting startups that will pitch to you. So don't be shy, just come over here to the stage. We have a lot of empty seats in the front row. Grab something to eat, come over here and listen to the very interesting talks. We have startups from a wide variety of business areas, starting from how to accelerate coding in the future of software development, over startups that will help you schedule your flights and traveling schedule, over to startups that help you basically with everything you don't want to deal with, your daily schedules, stuff like that. Yesterday we had roughly 15 startups speaking. Most of you were here already, quite successful, and I don't want to hold you back any further. And welcome our first speaker on stage, who will tell us about the future of software development.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Just checking the sound. My name is Vishal. I'm the founder and CEO of Agile. We are a technology company headquartered in Frankfurt. And what we want to do is we want to ensure that the software that's going to be running in your cars or in your body or in your bank or in your house do not create a consequence that you don't want. Why are we here? I think as people come in, there's noise. I always start my talks with this paradigm that software, as I said, is going to be in our bodies in the next 5 years. Mark my words, it's going to be in our bodies in the next 5 years. And you do not want it to crash as often as your smartphone does. So we have a problem. We have an arising problem that we don't see right now in our coffees. And that is the whole software that is eating the world. I guess people know Mark Anderson, the famous investor. He very famously once said in 2011 that software is going to eat the world. I think we are way beyond that. Software has already eaten the world, and bugs are now eating software. So what do we do about it? I'll basically talk about 3 things today, and then I'll take questions. One is, why are more and more software problems getting visible or alarming? Second, what is AI 101? Just a little bit, and the third is why we believe in how AI applied to software engineering can really help us reduce this risk that's coming in. So the first is why are software failures getting more expensive? 3 very basic reasons. One, software development is still very tough. It's still very tough, and no matter what any CEO or CIO tell you, we spend billions in software and we have the best teams. Deep down, the thing that keeps them awake in the night is the complexity that's sitting in their software. So that's one. And it's getting worse. Not only is software getting more complex, it's getting interconnected. So that's the first thing. Second, what is AI? I think AI, beyond the hype, is nothing but interesting mathematical techniques built on very complex, deeply researched science that apply to the vast amount of data that we have or we are generating every day to build something useful. So AI without data, and I often chuckle when I hear companies, even organizations, large Fortune 100 organizations, CIOs and CEOs saying, oh, I have an AI project because it's my KPI. And then I ask them, how much data do you have for your AI? And they say, oh, it's a pilot project on this secluded amount of data. And I say, you might as well just call it off. Because it's like asking someone to forecast the growth of a company, and instead of giving them the last 20 years of your financial data, you just give them a summary, a tweet of performance of the company and say predict. It will not, no matter how good your technology is. And that's what people don't get. You need good data, large data, you need refinement, but if you get that done, it is really, really powerful. And so it's not about the technology, and I know I sound contrarian here, it's not about buying the most expensive platform in AI and solving the problem. It will not, you will actually be disastrous. Most of the best technology in AI in the world is open source. You don't need to buy it anymore. TensorFlow or that is part. You need to get people to get your data and get good AI engineers, people who understand that derive these results. So that's one. And what are we doing with AI? So what we have done is we are applying AI to software. And thankfully for us, software doesn't come under the whole gamut of GDPR or any of this nonsense that's going around. Software open source is free, it's available, it's clean, and it drives the planet. Your Android phone, your databases. There's millions of lines, millions of developers around the world developing software, making mistakes that are being reported in the public realm. So we use that to build an engine which you can use in your companies to prevent making mistakes that someone else is making. And that's the power of our platform. And it is we launched the product after spending 8 years researching it. Last year, we already have some of the biggest companies in the world, from Japan to Silicon Valley, using it to build technologies like self-driving cars or big banking systems. So contact us and we can show you how we do the math. I think that's my time, and I would be happy to take questions from the audience. No questions? Everyone's happy with their software? Great. So, sorry. Okay, so we have a booth here. If you have any questions on that, happy to take one. If you got any questions here?
Hello. Yeah, thank you very much for the awesome pitch about software development. So my question to the audience, just quickly raise your hand if you have a question, and I'll give you the microphone and you can take some questions.
Maybe I can ask a question. How many of you use an Android phone here? You just put your hands up. Okay. So you guys are sitting on a gold mine for people to exploit your phones. And the nice thing is you can actually see it using our technology. Just an example. But I'll leave it at that.
Maybe from my side of the question, of course, everybody's talking about AI and machine learning at this conference. Of course, the people who develop machine learning probably would be your customers. How do you use machine learning to enable and make their lives and their jobs easier?
Actually, the people who use our technology are software developers, project managers, and the nice thing is you don't actually see AI. So that's a good AI solution should be felt, not used. Because it's an enabler, it's not an end product. That's why I sometimes have to talk seriously. You don't use AI, you feel it. As long as it gives you great results, it's done its job.
So I'm a software engineer as well, maybe some of the people in the audience as well. Can you tell us quickly, if I use your product, how much faster am I? How much better do I get?
So if you use a product, for example, you can kill code reviews. You don't need to do code reviews anymore.
That sounds awesome to me.
Yeah, it does.
Do you have some stats about what percentage of time do we can save?
So one of the things that we do, and I'll probably give another stat, in any software development cycle, in banks, in car companies, in aerospace companies, sometimes as much as 40% of issues that come up in a release are issues that have come up in the past in the company. If you use our AI, it learns from the past and tells you and prevents you from making those mistakes. Imagine that. That's mega.
I have to say I love your product because everybody's talking about machine learning and your product is helping the people who develop machine learning. So actually you help on both sides.
That's what I aim for.
Thank you very much for the awesome
Thank you. Yeah.